The study has just come out saying that Saudi Arabia, a massive country that has billions of dollars, you should know that one of the world's richest countries is going to put $10 billion into XRP from their national wealth fund. This is by Shibo. But also look at this study. The CEO of XRP, Brad Gilling, says that the coin's market value will reach $650 trillion, which is more than Bitcoin's value of one. The real reason for all of this is that BlackRock and JP Morgan have been caught quietly buying XRP. As we talk about how much XRP costs in the thousands of dollars, we actually worked with Us.Thankx to give everyone watching this video some free XRP. Once more, this is a great chance for you to get money for free. You just need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and use the link in the description to sign up for Us.Thankx. After you do that, you'll get $100 in free money that you can use to buy XRP or any other cryptocurrency, or you can even take it out. You can pay for it with cash. It only takes 5 minutes to do everything. You can get money for free, so you should do it. So let's start the video right away. When we look at XRP, we need to look at the bigger picture because 3.44 cents is not the real price of XRP. In fact, the old founder of XRP said it herself. The XRP is made to be worth $10,000. This is Arthur Britchew, one of the founders of both Ripple and XRP. It's back. In 2023, on June 3rd, he said that except that it was made for $10,000 and had to be able to fit 7.5 billion people. And you know who else said it? Brad Gunning, the new CEO of Ripple, says that the Bitcoin experiment is over, but he's not the answer because he was only made for $10,000. Feel free to roll the clip. XRP in terms of how well it works compared to Bitcoin. This brings us to Bitcoin today. As we already said, Bitcoin has been a great experiment in many ways, but not when it comes to payments. In terms of how quickly Bitcoin works, it can take up to an hour to confirm a transaction. As Taviat said before, you shouldn't use Bitcoin to buy coffee unless you're willing to wait an hour for the transaction to be confirmed. After that, it would cost a lot to do business. Get your Bitcoin. Yes, the SEC has been changing the price of XRP. Honestly, I think a lot of people forget that XRP was the second most valuable digital asset after ETH before the SEC got involved in the crypto markets. The SEC then stepped in and said, hey, we think ETH is probably fine. ETH also went up. After that, they sued Ripple, which caused XRP to drop. We shouldn't have our government work like this. We should all have the same chances and play on a level playing field. In this case, our government shouldn't be picking winners and losers. Long term, we believe we'll win and things will work themselves out. But right now, it's frustrating for the community, or as you put it, the XRP family. Some people watching might think that the only use case for Ripple and some of the other tokens out there is gambling, so I'm glad you brought that up. So what is the real purpose of XRP? Okay, so XRP, that is not at all true. You can bet on it because it's floating on the market, but XRP, they brought you Ripple, and I won't speak for them. Okay, but they created Ripple to make it easier to send money to other people. Now, it's literally helping to tokenize everything as they build out their level. They're really going to tokenize everything. As you may know, they just bought a broker-dealer clearing members. I think that's the first step towards combining traditional finance with DeFi. I'm telling you, this is going to be a breakthrough, but it will happen more slowly than people think. Okay, so the twofold use case you talked about is why you said Ripple is the coin to look at right now, which I think a lot of people watching would have, of course. Why is that okay? Ripple was the second most valuable coin before the SEC looked into them. They sued them in a very strange way, and basically Ripple is going to be the track that everything runs on in the future. That's why they made their own safe coin right now and Bank of America. As I already said, they were doing all of their own business. It's protected by 83 patents, and some really cool stuff is about to come out. Ripple is another one you like. This year, it seems like everything is going to break loose. So in the last week or two, the SAB 121 has been rolled back or called back. It seemed like minutes later, CEOs of companies like Bank of America said, we're all in. These are companies that have worked with us in the past. For example, Bank of America was one of our first partners when we were making the messaging software-only payment option. We've worked with these kinds of banks for a long time, and the lack of clarity and I think even animosity towards using these assets and this technology is not okay. It's risky, which isn't the best way to deal with it. But I'll say it anyway. Look forward. Yes, it looks like things will change a lot this year. I could also say that since November and the outcome of the US election, we've been in talks with banks about them becoming reserve bank or transaction banking partners for the stablecoin or our payments business. These talks are still going on. It was like the message and tone changed all of a sudden. It looked like it happened quickly. You've seen the clips, and now everything is about to happen. But why and how is it going to happen? You can see the reason for this right in front of you. The XRP system will get $650 trillion, and it could happen as soon as a few weeks from now. I think we said August 3rd. This means that on August 18th, first the retail unlock will happen, and then the institutional unlock will. The XRP record will be filled with all of this money. How? All the way through the real ticket. Not only that, but real tokens will be added to the XRP ledger and the platform will be made public. This will also make it possible for the Railfire real estate market, a revolutionary platform that lets people buy, sell, and interact with real estate using real tokens and XRP, with all transactions fully secured on chain. Once more, another huge move. If you look at the real token, guys, this is crazy bullish stuff that could go through the roof at any time. I mean, I've been discussing the XRP record with you all. You guys heard me talk about XRP and real tokens on the XRP system. This is going to make you millions of dollars, though. There are very strong support and resistance levels, and people are still placing orders. This could literally skyrocket right away. I mean, every $1,000 would make this thing literally skyrocket and boom in price. But analysts are predicting that the price of Realtor will go all the way up to 60. I mean, this thing has been growing. Holders have been growing, and it's getting bigger faster than we've ever seen it before. It's growing very quickly and in a very exponential way. But think about a price of $64,000 per real coin. This means that investing $1,000 can make you $1 million in the future. The number 6.4 million means that it is more than $1 million. That's the size we're talking about. So if you put in, say, $10,000 or $100,000, you will become a multi-hundred millionaire, if not a billionaire. It's not smart to do this, but it's the only reason. But the idea is that this could actually do such a huge pump that it makes a whole generation of rich people rich right away. In light of that, you need to do your study when we look at this. It's bad for your money, but you need to do your homework. You should look into projects like this one, which is a real government payment utility-based project that is on the XRP ledger. If you look at it again, you'll see that it got a perfect score of 100% by the next score, which was lower than the other's 100-second Q2IC score, and swallowed it whole. As more people see it, they're trying to get into the real coin. Yesterday, it was sitting on 90. This will only keep going up as long as the desire keeps going up. Guys, as more people see this, the price will go through the roof. Once more, this is because it's a utility coin, and we're still very early in this phase. It makes a lot of money and has a lot of prospects. These are the things people want. The best thing about it is that it's backed by RealFi, a huge company. You can also visit payrollfi.com to learn more. If you click on Real Token all the way here, it will also show you all the places you can buy it. You can go to any of these sites and look at their widgets, which, by the way, is a lie to buy things directly with carts. This is good for everyone. We talk about this again and again. You have to come behind the ears. Just so you know, the main reason I'm telling you this is to do your study. If you don't, people will boom and your tokens will boom. Money will be made during this bull run, which will create generational wealth. This could happen as soon as today or as late as next week. This huge boom could happen in days, but the overall picture is that it's going to happen very, very soon. With that, I'll end the video. Now that that's out of the way, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. See you next time. Peace.